Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling then good on your boxing, yeah. This mental headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of MZ Talks Boxing. I'm your host, MZ. Let's talk about it. Now, as you can see, this is the face of a man who doesn't have to eat crow after his picks in boxing. Okay, enough joking. Let's get to it. Teofimo Lopez, Mr. Takeover, Mr. I'm Undisputed. This guy right here, who after he beat Lomachenko, decided to go, as many put out, as a world tour of I'm Undisputed. Now, there's a dispute to that claim because Devin Haney holds the belt, the WBC belt. And for a minute, there's been a lot of jaw jacking, and T.O. is, in my opinion, has been living in a world that no one else is living in except for he, his dad, and his fans. Well, last night, we saw a change in that, and George Kambosos decided to go out there and relieve old T.O. of the belts that he did have. And it comes to see that he's also relieved him of the franchise belt. Now, I would like to know from Mr. Suleiman, did George also ask for the franchise belt? Or did he and his people just go out there and put hands on T.O. and they just gave up all the belts? Either way, I don't care. Doesn't really matter. I've said it before and I'll say it again. T.O. won those belts and turned into a strictly unadulterated diva with a capital D. He should have been on tour with Diana Ross and Madonna and those divas. Yes, I said it. He should have been on tour with those divas. Now, the only reason I'm going down and hard on T.O. is because T.O. lied to the public. He lied and said that once he beat Lomachenko, he would fight Devin Haney. The minute he beat Lomachenko, that went out the window. He started singing all kind of different songs and making up excuses. Started screaming about fighting Josh Taylor. Now get this, at a catchweight. Now we heard T.O. say that it was hard for him to make 135. So if it's so hard for you to make 135, why would you try to get Josh Taylor at a catchweight? Makes no sense to me. But, I'm not the smartest apple in the cart, nor am I the sharpest knife in a dish drawer. But with that being said, T.O. is no longer fake undisputed or unified champion. He's just not that anymore. He actually, with a diluted sense, said that he won that fight. I don't know. What I do know is that he lost. Now, when it comes down to all the things that he was saying, just a few months ago, you all remember when he told Deontay Wilder to stop acting like a bitch, and he just had plenty to say. Well, T.O., because you're complaining and saying that you were cheated and you were robbed, I guess the statement and sentiment should be stop acting like a bitch. But, what'll make you laugh or make you cry? Now, I'm going to be the one that says, and get this, I'm going to say it loudly and proudly. At 140, T.O. might get a belt again. He may get his hands on the belt again. He may become champion again. But at this moment, right now, with me looking at the landscape of the people that may be moving to 140 as well, I don't see him becoming champion again. Now, I could be wrong. Might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Isn't that when he said that Devin Haney will probably be ready to fight him? Well, maybe it'll be about 5 years before he actually gets himself back together and ready to take over. With that being said, I'm going to ask that you leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Was T.O.'s diva and great tour, do you think that might have hurt his chances of beating Camposa? Because I do. I think that he was not being 100% ready. And I think he looked at Camposa, like most people, as he was going to be an easy target. Now, for anyone that says that I didn't pick him to win, I'm going to say I did. And you can go look on Marlowe's Corner. I actually was the first person on there to leave his picks. I picked in this order, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I picked Steven over Figueroa. I picked George over T.O. And I picked Gary Russell's brother, little brother, that's how I put it, over whoever it was he's fighting. So with that being said, hit that thumbs button on your way out. Leave a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. If you've been here before, thank you for coming again. And if it's your first time, I ask that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified when we drop more content. With that being said, I only have a few more things to say, and that would be H.W. Wicks handcrafted candles. And their motto is relax and enjoy.
Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling the good on your boxing, yeah. This minnow headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.